everybody, it's Mike Drudge coming to you from Vaught RV here in Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks for joining me today. I've got a couple units very similar. They're the same model but different features on them, and I want to point out those that'll help you with your decision-making process depending on which one might be best suited for you. In this case, it's a 38 BHDS Jay Flight. I've got one here in fiberglass, and I've got one sitting right next to me here that's in aluminum. The key difference between them is one has a bunk room up front, the other one has a full bedroom. In either case, they both have separate sleeping areas at opposite ends of the coach. Now these are 40 feet long and a few inches and right at 9,200 pounds dry weight. So this is not a small trailer. If you're looking for something that you're going to spend an extended amount of time in, maybe it's two couples traveling together, maybe you've got some land that you're eventually going to build a home in and you need a place to hang out in the interim, this might be the answer. So hopefully this video will help you discern whether one of these models is the right one for you. I'm going to spend the most of my time on this one here, which of course is in fiberglass, and I'm going to point out some differences in 2023 different from 2022 as we go around the coach. So I'll try not to speed through things. I know if you watch a lot of these videos, they'll become somewhat repetitious, but I think it's important to point out some key features as we go around. This might be the first video you're watching. I have two 30-pound propane bottles up here in front. They are connected together. When one is empty, it'll switch over to the other one automatically. An electric tongue jack that's power and lighted, so that makes hooking and unhooking a breeze. And then behind here is the battery tray where you can put two, I believe group 27 batteries back there. It comes standard with one. You can get two if you want. Now this is new in 23, this nice smooth front facade. This is nice and aerodynamic. It's a different look from 2022, and notice they carried over the diamond plating in front here. So if you're going to get chips and dents in front, that's where it's going to happen. It's nice that we have this diamond plating up here to help protect the front of the unit. I can appreciate that they put a little courtesy light here, so if you're hooking or unhooking after dark, that's really handy to have this out here to see what you're doing. One thing that I can't survive without when I'm camping myself and setting up is a headlight, a headband with a light on it. It's an absolute must-have for me because I'm walking around here setting up after dark. That's one of my must-have things. But that light up there is really handy. A little storage compartment here, not huge, but handy to have this on what I call the utility side of the trailer. Now this unit is prepped for cameras both on the side here and the back. If you want to add cameras, they're plug and play. It's easy enough to do. We can install those for you, or you can do them on your own. Sneaking around here, you can see we've got two slides, so this entire utility slide is dominated with these two slide outs. We have our outdoor shower here. This is really the perfect place for it. So you actually have a little bit of privacy here if you want to rinse off at the beach or your pets or whatever. Your main city water connection and your tank flush valve here. So naturally, this is your main water supply. This black tank flush valve is great for keeping your black tank clean. You'll want to make sure your valves are open. Then you put a hose on there, turn it on, does a nice job of rinsing out the inside of your tank. Okay, have a little, always like bonus storage areas, and we have them here. So this whole area is actually underneath the rear bed. So really handy to have access to this space over here. These two little things you see here are these little inserts that go into the cup holders of your recliners inside. They're little TV tray deals which easily pop in to the recliners. Now we have 50 amp service. This is detachable 50 amp power cord. I can see that we have power because this green light is lit up right here. Your main cable and satellite connection. If you have cable at your RV park, wherever you're staying, and many of them provide that, hook up here, then you're going to have cable on the inside of the unit. Now this does have an omnidirectional antenna up on top of the coach already, but if you have cable or you have a satellite dish along with you, right there's where you're going to plug it in. This is your water heater assembly right here. Pop this open for access to it, like so. Power cord's kind of in the way here. This is a direct spark ignition water heater. Gives you the ability to run on both electric or propane. Close that up. Now, moving around to this side, again, you can see we are prepped for a rear camera if you want to add the camera there. Important to note that all Jaycos come with a full-size spare. It's a Goodyear full-size spare, mounted just like the others. It's American-made with a 6-year warranty. While we're talking about warranty, Jayco always gives you that 2+3 warranty. Not to be mistaken with a 23-year warranty. A lot of people see that sign and say, what's the 23-year warranty? It's 2+3. 3 years structural, 2 years sort of bumper to bumper. They don't like me to say bumper to bumper, but essentially that's what it is. It's covering the components and the build of the unit for 2 years. Everybody else is giving you 1, Jayco gives you 2. Now you notice right away, we're on the fun side of the unit, right? I always like to call this the fun side because this is where all the fun stuff happens. I have 2 doors. I have sliding glass doors up there, and then this traditional door here. Why would we have that? So when the slide comes in, sometimes you'll lose access to part of the coach. In this case, we have a bedroom back here and a bedroom in front, so that allows access to each area of the coach independently. Coming up along here, I have power, cable connection right here, and a TV mount. So you can put a television out here, hook it up to power and cable right under the awning, and be tailgating, watching TV, watching movies at the campground right here underneath the awning. Potable water fill right here. So if you're going to be spending any time off grid with no water, perhaps no electric, you can put fresh water in there and you'll be drawing water from your freshwater tank via your water pump. My best recommendation is to put a few gallons in here for travel, so when you stop, you want to wash your hands at a rest area, use the facilities, whatever, you've got enough water on board to do that, but you're not hauling around a bunch of weight in the form of water that you don't need to. Obviously our nice sliding glass doors here. Now there is just but one model in the Jayco line that has sliding doors like this, so it gives it a real residential feeling. If, again, we're 40 feet long here, so this is not a real small, nimble trailer. Again, if you're traveling with 2 families perhaps, kids, 2 couples, what have you, or maybe increasingly these days folks are calling up saying, hey, you have something that I can stay in while I build a house out in the country, this might be the ticket for you. Awning is power, so fully automatic awning. There is an LED light strip underneath the awning, and then you can see I have speakers mounted in the exterior wall there where you can stream music and push music from the inside to the outside. Let's go inside and have a look, and I'll point out some differences between these 2 units from the inside. Okay, now we're on the inside of this Jay Flight 38 BHDS. Point out right away that we're in a modern farmhouse decor. That's what this is. The other option is called Classic Cottage, and that'll be on the other unit. Another key difference or distinguishing characteristic about this is we have bedrooms on either end of the coach with the living room and galley smack dab in the middle. One option, like this one, is we have a bunk room up front with a bedroom and back. So I want to show this to you first. You can see that I have stacked bunks on this side. Each of these have 300-pound weight capacities, so adults can sleep in here safely and comfortable. Over here we have a dinette, so if you want to have yet another sleeping surface, we can drop this down. This can become yet a 3rd bunk or bed in here, so 3 beds in here. A lot of folks who've just got a couple kids or another couple perhaps, you got your beds over here, and this can be a nice extra eating area in addition to our table and chairs up there. Now, I do like this because it's really flexible and there's a lot of storage in here. I've got this storage compartment in the middle with 2 drawers on the bottom. And then at the end, or foot, or head, whichever way you orient yourself in here, you've got storage up here at the end of each bunk area as well. Topping off that, I've got storage underneath each dinette seat and storage up above. So all together here, and then I can put stuff on top here too. There's room for a television up here. You put books, put your day pack, whatever up there. So there's a lot of room in here for storage in addition to sleeping capacity. So while that's fresh on your mind, and before I go on with this tour, let me jump over to the other unit right away so you can see what the bedroom option looks like on this coach. And so here we are in the other option on this with a bedroom up front instead of a bunk room. I have a queen bed up front, storage on either side of the bed, and a little bit of storage up top. And then speaking of storage, I've got storage under here. It's a great place to kick your shoes off at night. But here's the key thing. Two couples and you want two traditional beds on either end of the coach, this might be best for you. If you've got kids and you like the idea of bunks, the other model might be best for you. But in the middle of our tour, I wanted to show you both options. All right, now continuing our tour into the main part of the coach, I really like how this opens up the living area with this substantial slide. This slide starts here, goes all the way to the other side of the table and chairs, so really opens it up nicely. Personally, I'm partial to the table and chairs versus a dinette, but you may have a preference for a dinette type of a layout. I like this because it really keeps it open. You can remove chairs as you wish, but it's got more of a residential feel. I like the table and chairs. We do have recliners here right across from the TV, and as you can see, the fireplace. These are manual recliners. You simply pull up on this little pull tab here, and then they're what they call wall huggers, so I can recline it almost all the way here. I'm 6 feet tall. This is pretty comfortable. It's really comfortable. Okay, this is part of my union required break time right here. So fireplace, television, our entertainment center, and this is Bluetooth, so I can stream music from my phone through not only the speakers in here, but the speakers out on the patio as well. There's a little area right in here to put your remote controls. I like that. And I'll point out too that these are sliding doors up here. Pop that open for privacy, as well as the front bedroom. Now, I'm a proponent of checklists before you travel, because no matter how many times you've set up a unit and broke down a unit ready to go home, you're apt to forget things. The kids are running around screaming, your wife's yelling at you, you're late, you're hot, sweaty, want to get on the road, and you forget to do this right here. And then what happens is this door's banging going down the road, stuff in the refrigerator's falling off the shelves, and you get home and you got a mess. So come up with a list. We're going to post future videos with lots of checklists. We can provide you with a checklist, and then you can edit it to your wishes for pre-travel checklist to make sure you don't end up with a mess when you get home. Now, again, we have a sliding glass door in this. It does come with a screen assembly, so I can open this up, let lots of fresh air in. This gives it a real residential feel. Now, because we have a sliding glass door, we can't put those fancy moride or solid steps on this because those have to fold in, and we can't do that with a sliding door, but it's lockable right here, and it really is a nice open door that has a residential feel, and then we have a curtain here for privacy and so on. So very nice. Before I get away from this area, I'll point out our J command system. This is sort of the brains of the coach, so we can check our tank levels here. This little toggle switch right here will take you through all the different functions. So your water pump, your electric water heater and gas water heater. Coming over here is all the motors. So your stabilizing jacks are electric. Your slides right here, extend and retract, and of course awning. Coming over here, we have our AC control. It tells us our room temperature. It's set at 70 degrees and currently it's off. And then pairing our device, our phone, with this will give you the ability to do all this stuff from your phone. That's really handy when you're out at a campsite setting up. You can take your phone, push the slide out with your phone and keep an eye on the slide out so you're not pushing it out into a tree stump or a rock or a tree limb. A little bit of storage under the sink here. Again, this is modern farmhouse. By far the most popular decor scheme that Jayco's come out with in recent years. One thing that you're going to see moving forward is more of these, more USB charging ports. So they're everywhere. They're by the beds, they're by the bunks, they're here. Lots of access to plug in and charge your gadgetry. Now I have a strainer on one side, a cutting board here. This is a split sink. Jayco's carrying over the black matte finish high-rise fixtures. Perfect place for the trash can. You always ask yourself, where's the trash can go? That's probably where it's going to go. 4 drawers here with ball bearing drawer glides, full extension drawers as well. And these are always, on every Jayco line, solid drawer fronts and solid door fronts. They're solid maple. They're not particle board with tape on them. Solid wood, and I appreciate that. I have a little microwave big enough for warming up leftovers and making popcorn and stuff. Vented range hood. This is vented to the outside, just like home. This is actually a flat, easy to clean surface, but it looks 3D. It looks like real tile, even though it's not. Fold this away. This becomes your backsplash. Easy to remove. This great for cleaning. Backlit controls for your range top and your oven. And then below here, this is cool. Everything's nicely labeled on this, so we have our fuses and our breakers. Makes it super easy to troubleshoot and see what each circuit is powering under here. Now this unit comes with a residential refrigerator, Insignia brand. I might add, the TVs are Insignia brand. This refrigerator is Insignia brand. That's a Best Buy brand that's serviced by Best Buy. This is a residential refrigerator, so lots of room in here. In fact, Brian, if you want to sneak around here and take a peek at what it looks like on the inside, lots of storage room in there. Again, residential size. Storage up top here, plenty of room above for stuff that you don't need to access quite as much. Table and chairs, already talked about those, and then nice pantry storage right behind here. It's a perfect place for those potato chips and canned goods and so on, right here behind the kitchen where you need it most. All right, now moving into the bathroom area. This is a 1 bath. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, I guess you could say. Kind of wish it had a bath and a half, but you know what? Anytime you add a component to an RV, you're trading it for another component. So if Jayco was to design this with a bath and a half, probably the bunk room or the second bedroom would be much smaller, or the living room would be smaller. They've opted to give you a nice, spacious single bath, 2 separate bedrooms. As you can see, we have a glass shower enclosure. This is a radiused shower door. I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of room for me to get in here, do what I need to do. Additionally, hey, you can never have too much storage for linens and so on, and plenty of that here. If I step around the corner here, nice counter space. We have a foot flush toilet. This is a porcelain commode, foot flush toilet. There is a medicine cabinet, a little bit of storage under here too. If this is mine, I'm probably going to put another one of these over here or on the side to maximize my storage, but it does come standard with what you see right here. Now, moving into what you might call the master bedroom, I guess, because this unit's got a king bed, option with a king bed up here. The bed is in a slide as well. So instead of the bed being north-south, the bed is east-west, and when that slide goes out, I've got a lot of room up here. Heck, I could probably put a little chair or something in this corner to make it even feel more homey. But as it is, I have all of this storage. So 2 drawers there, lots of hanging clothes space, drawers here, and little cubbies there. Perfect for shoes. Maybe you can get a wicker basket that would fit nicely in there for socks and other items like that. There is a little shelf under there, and a window behind there, so you can put a mirror, whatever, up there and use that space to meet your needs. There are reading lights above each sleeping position, and these are pleated shades all the way around. Again, we have a separate entry up here to get in and out of this bedroom, separate from the rest of the coach. If you want to add a television, right here's the place to go. Our TV, coax cable, and power up here. Your television would go right here. So again, we've got 2 bedrooms, front and back, either a bedroom and a bunk room or a bedroom and another bedroom up front, depending on what meets your needs the best. Now, this unit can be optioned in either fiberglass or aluminum. Fiberglass is a little bit of an upcharge. It's not huge, but it's a little bit of an upcharge. Beyond that, we tend, Vought here, we order our units optioned up more than most dealers. If there's an option for a larger AC unit, generally we order it with that. So if there's an option available, we generally check that box because we order units the way we think folks would like to use them. You can see I'm right under a skylight. That's standard on both of them. Lets lots of natural light right into the kitchen galley area here where it matters the most. You can pull that closed if you'd like. Always spot things right on the end of my video that I forgot to tell you about. But hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I like to point out differences between the same model when we're lucky enough to have them parked next to each other like we do right here. If you have questions about this model or similar models, drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get to those. If you'd like to see videos of units that we haven't done yet, feel free to make those suggestions. Our goal is to do a video on new units as soon as they hit our lot, so they'll be populated on our YouTube channel for you to reference later. Again, my name is Mike. I appreciate you joining me as always, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions or any suggestions on content you'd like to see, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks again from Vought RV.